Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm freaking out about retirement. I'm 32, and I feel like I'm already behind. I make $50,000 a year managing a retail store, but after
Yep,
taxes, rent, and my student loans, I barely have anything
I
left.
totally
I've
get
got
this.
$12,000 in my 401k from my last two jobs, and $3,000 in a Roth IRA I started a couple years ago, but I can only afford to put in like $100 a month. My rent just went up again, and I've got $25,000 in student loans at 5% interest. I want to retire by 65, but I don't know if I'm saving enough or if I'm doing this right. Should I focus on
Wow.
paying off my loans or saving more for
Sarah,
retirement?
yeah, man, let me start with this. I want to tell you everything you just told me makes you special. And I'm sure you're a very special person in so many good ways. But what you're talking about definitely doesn't make you special. I hear this repeated daily. I mean, literally, it could be daily. It's hard. 50,000 a year, it sounds like so much. I remember early in my career, and of course I'm dating myself because 50,000 is not what it used to be. But I thought, boy, if I could make 4,000 a month, I mean, that's just like rich people money. But it certainly doesn't go as far. And what I found, and I talk about this, I literally spoke about someone the other day. It's not about a number. They teach you have to have so much money saved for retirement. They want to teach you, all the banks, the big box firms want you to think about a number. Well, the reality is what I found out about pay was it wasn't about a number when it comes to that either. It doesn't make, if you're making 50 or 150, we could have this exact same call that you just did, and the person on the other line is describing these exact same issues, except for the numbers are bigger. But it's the same thing. So here's where you start. First off, this overwhelming feeling. It's not confidence inspiring, is it? And nobody likes that feeling of overwhelmed. There's shame that comes with it. I hear that. You shouldn't be shamed because the reality is you have what you have. It's yours. You own it. And you own the debt, you own the savings, you own the job, you own all of it. So people want to focus on a number and say, well, how we're going to fix Sarah's problem is she just needs to make more money. That's not the answer. The answer is we need to learn to use what you are making. We need to learn and have, and I'm not saying you're not grateful for your job or anything else. I'm not talking about you, Sarah, but people need to learn to be grateful with what they have before they worry about getting something else. And you'll find this really works. So first, let's learn to control. So the first question I would have for you, Sarah, I heard everything you said. I really did listen, I promise. But I want you to think about this, whether it's the student debt, credit card debt, whatever it is. Do you know where every dollar goes? And here's what I mean by that. You get paid, you have taxes taken out of your check, and now this money comes in. Where does every dollar go? It's a zero-sum budget. This is where we need to start. We need to control the money. Right now, the money is controlling you. I know you so well because listen to me when I tell you, early in my life, I was you, Sarah. I had all these things you're talking about, and I didn't understand, and it seemed so overwhelming. What I mean by a zero-sum budget is we have to assign a job to every dollar. So we have to know where the money goes first. So when we look at your checking account, how many transactions come out that just are on automatic? I found myself one day, long before I ever became a physical fitness nerd, having 3 gym memberships that I never used. You see, I thought if I had them, I might actually lose weight. Newsflash, it doesn't work that way. What I'm talking about with you, however, though, is how many things have we signed up for? How many subscription services do you have? I want you to look at every single thing that automatically comes out of your checking account. There's apps that can help you with this. There's some really good ones. Let's get rid of everything that is you cannot not live without. We got to control the dollars first. Oh, we're going to add back some really fun things in your life at some point, Sarah, but right now, the fun thing for you is going to be you waking up not feeling overwhelmed. I want you to take charge of the money. I want you to think about it this way, Sarah. Who's doing all this work to get that $50,000 a year job? Well, you are, okay? So it's your money first. We have to get you to understand the first person that should be paid is Sarah. What? You say, I am being paid. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're paying student loans. You're paying rent. That's what you told me. You're paying this. And you can barely afford to put $100 a month to yourself. I've got to get you to reverse the script. We have to flip the script, and I want you paid first. Well, right now, there may not be enough money in your spending plan. Notice I didn't say budget. I hate that word. I think of how hard I've worked to be successful in life, and now I have to live on a budget. Forget about it. The Henry house, I have a spending plan. It allows me to spend my money. It doesn't mean I don't have to control the spending. No matter how much you make, you have to have a spending plan. I want to get you on a spending plan, but it starts with first knowing where is the money going first. Then we have to build an emergency fund. I've got to have 3 to 6 months of your current pay, the take-home pay, in a checking account. I want you to pay the minimums on all your credit cards. I want you to pay the minimums on the student loans. I want to cut out all unnecessary expenses. You're going to go into something called loud budgeting. Tell your friends, hey, when I turn you down for dinner on Friday night, it's not because I don't want to go, it's because I am taking control of my finances and I'm going to become an independent financial person with freedom. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to say no to some things that I always said yes to. So if y'all want to come over and open a bottle of wine at my house, you're more than welcome to be here. But if it involves me going out and spending money that's not in my spending plan, not happening. That's the Sarah that you're going to become, and you can do this because many others have done it. So we start with an emergency fund first. Once the emergency fund is done, we're going to attack any high-interest credit cards. We're going to use something called the snowball method. I find it works the best. We're going to take the most minimum lowest balance card you have, and every extra dollar we cut out of your spending plan that we cut subscription services for or other things that you don't need, we're going to pay on that credit card. So we're going to make massive payments on it, and all the bigger ones, we're just going to pay the minimum. Oh, Mark, I'll never get them paid off. Stop it, you will. Because as soon as the first one's gone, then we take the entire amount you've been paying on it, and we add it to what you're already paying on card number 2, which is the next largest balance. Lowest balance is how I really mean that, you understand. Once we pay it off, we go to the next one. We're going to get those gone. Once the credit cards are done, we're now going to massively attack student debt, and we're going to get that crushed. And you're going to discover something called financial freedom without getting a pay raise. Now, I can tell you this, while you're doing this, you're going to become a better employee there at the retail shop you're working at. And the reason I know that is because you're going to stop stressing so much about your future, which is going to allow you to be a better employee. And who knows, you may end up getting a raise. Now, some people may be listening and they're like Sarah, and they're going, mine's even worse. Okay, guess what? It happens the same way. You know how you eat an elephant? It's a cliche. One bite at a time. Sarah, you did not get in this situation overnight, and I won't get you out overnight. But I can tell you this, going and borrowing more money to pay it all off at once is not the answer. Immediately increasing your income, while that would certainly help, you got to learn to control what you have. And we're going to put you on a plan together to help you control what you have. Hey, hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more content just like this, and I know you do. And also, you can go to alloyquiz.com, see if you're even heading toward a place where you might be able to retire again. alloyquiz.com, hit that like and subscribe button. We'll see you soon.